Hey, thanks for joining me today. My name's Lance and hope you're having a good day. Today I'm going to do a painting here, try to create something with a little cabin and maybe just some trees here, no mountains, maybe some blue sky and just something kind of simple but fun. So thanks again. Let's get started and let's get this a little closer. Okay, that looks good, doesn't it? Perfect. All right. Is that going to be close enough? That gives me room. So, okay. Alexa, turn off. I had the music on, but we don't want that on probably the whole time we're listening. So let's take and jump right in. And I'm going to start out and get some little bit of ultramarine blue. I've mixed some dark color down here for my trees, but just start out and see how it's looking. Oh, yeah, just kind of come in. I want some dark up here. And I'm going to leave some holes in it. Maybe a little bit, and we blend it. It'll look like some little cool areas and stuff. There. I'm going to grab a little lizard, or what's called cerulean blue. Throw some of that in here too. There, get some of that down here. It's a wild looking sky, isn't it? That might look kind of cool when it's all said and done. Hopefully we're not getting the glare. I'm still trying to learn how to my trick photography. So there. Okay. I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to grab a brush that I can blend all this with. And I've got, I'm going to use this one. Okay. Try this guy out. He's pretty good. Just going to come in and I'm just going to kind of start blending these together, just back and forth, crisscross, or just side to side, you know, and it doesn't matter. This guy's going to have some cool stuff in it. And I got some, all I'm using here is a panel. And if you want to try to paint on something, you can put a panel and a piece of wood that I've hooked the screws to, and then I've just taken some blue tape on the back of the panel, and that holds it there. So if it falls, which it could, hopefully it doesn't. I've kind of tested it out a little bit. There's a hair there. Just take that off and try it out. There, and this is a soft brush. Has some good, there. That doesn't look too bad, does it? I don't think so. Let's come back in and grab a little white. Maybe get a little white right in this area, just to lighten the base up a little bit. And then that'll give us some, just a little more, draw your eye down, you know, towards the, maybe the, you know, where the trees are going to come up. We want a little, bring it up a little bit there. I might throw a few clouds in here too. Come back and blend with this guy, with this brush here. Take your time. That music was pretty good, but I don't want it, I don't know, when I'm watching painting, I don't like music in the background. When I'm painting, I don't mind it, but I'm not using my microphone anymore because it got me in trouble with work. I didn't hear my phone ring, so yeah. Okay, now I'm going to do some little clouds, and I'm going to grab, I know what brush I want, I just don't know where it is. I probably should have prepared a little better. There, I'm going to use this. I don't know, it's a good brush. I got it at Michael's. But one of my favorite painters I watch recommended it. And it was, so I went and got one. God, what's his name? I can't even remember. All of a sudden I'm Jack Black. He's good. He's a good painter. I enjoy watching him. Let's get a little red in there. Okay. And we're just going to kind of come in and start right here. Just kind of pull the cloud in and maybe bring it down. Yeah, see? I'm just touching up high. Just kind of move it around, pop it in there. Okay? Then as you get to the bottom, I was trying this out earlier and it worked pretty good. I just grabbed a fan brush and I came in and grabbed the bottom and just went, whew. Just grab it and pull it. Over here, same thing. Maybe you want want it that way. See? This clouds, they get some flat spots in them and stuff, and which is nice. They got some, they kind of flat on the bottom. Go back in, get some more white. I put a little bit of red in here just to give it a little, you know, let's get a little more white. There. Down here again. Just a bit there. There. And then you can come in. Again, grab the old brush. And you could bring this brush in too that we use and kind of blend it a little bit, soften the bottoms. You know, pull that one this way. There, do that, and then come in with this brush and not too much, just you can pull them down, and maybe you got some stuff in the middle. Come back in. We can kind of blend right in here a little bit, just tickle that area. Okay. Then you can come back, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on clouds, because then you can come back in and push it in, and there's another one right here, maybe. Just be loose with them and move the brush around, and you know, leave some holes. You don't need it everywhere, because when you blend them together, they tend to, and you don't need to pull them all out, but like here, I'm going to take the bottom, just kind of start going like this, and kind of blend it out. And it kind of gives some, you know, where you left some holes in there, just kind of come in here on the top, just kind of set it back a little bit. Where you leave the holes in the left spots, you got some not as much paint, it keeps the dark in there. So, and then again, you can pull that out if you want. You know, over here, maybe this one goes this way. Whatever, pretty simple. Pretty simple. That don't look too bad for a few clouds. We're going to leave them. Maybe, I don't know if I want to put any dark in the clouds, like a gray. I can take that, you know, a little of that. I have a little black. I'll mix it with that up here. Just gray it down a little bit. There, try that black. Yeah, and then a little red maybe. Yeah, let's see how this looks. Then you can come in and just maybe give them some of this in a few spots, just where there might be some little, and then you can bring this guy in and just kind of go in, and you can twist them up if you want. See, kind of gives you some little, use the other side if you need. This is just going to kind of give some shadows in there and just some more dimension to your clouds. You know, clouds you can work on for a long time, but we don't want to spend a lot of time on them today. We want to just kind of get them in there, and then you can take and maybe pull some of that down. See? Something like that. Yeah. Then you can come back in with this guy, same thing. And right now I'm going to wipe it off a little bit. It's got a little paint. This is a super soft brush, and then just kind of come in and go over them, set them back. Very light. And now it kind of just floats them out in the sky. Those look decent. Decent enough. And I think that'll be fine. There's our sky. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to find a good brush that I want to use. And I think, I was almost thinking of using a fan, but I'm going to try this brush here, and if it doesn't work, I'll go to something else. A lot of my brushes I've used today because I've been painting all day, and so maybe we'll try this one. Hopefully it works. If not, we'll grab something a little bigger. But this is that black that I just made up, or it's a brownish. I can add a little brown to it too. And my trees are going to kind of come in like this back here. I'm going to have just want some trees back here. And this is, these are a little more difficult to work on. These panels, they don't have any give to them, so, which is fine. Bring that up a little more. And I just want some tree indications here, okay? Maybe one there and then one here. Just smashing the paint in, right? And you can make them round if you want or whatever. And then bring them over and down here. There. And just want them to kind of look like just a little, this is kind of more black than brown, isn't it? But that's okay. These will be, I just want some line of trees over here, and maybe over here they'll come up a little higher as we're pushing in. This brush is good, but there. There. And then over here, I might have a bigger one that's up here. And some more there. That one might come all the way down in front. And I don't want them, I just want them to be some, there. Just blocking in color. There's a lot of color on here, okay? So there, you just got trees. They look good. This is almost like a black, almost, isn't it? But boy, when we put some highlights in there, this should look good. I think we'll have a little, there. Round them up a little bit, maybe. Yeah, there. So they look like trees. And you can come up here, and maybe you want a little more of a point there. I don't know. Maybe there's one there, and they kind of growing together. It's got a little green in it too. There. And over here, I want to maybe come up a little higher. There. Bring it down. There. And then down below here, I'm going to have these, we're going to have that, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to have little flat spots down here. Okay, so let's take and grab another brush here. Maybe I can use, oh, let's see, how about this one here? See if this one works. I'm going to grab some of that color. I'm going to kind of pull it down, okay? Keep in mind there's medium on here, so see? There's medium on here, so it's going to give us, it slides good, okay? Pull that way, maybe. Just grab and pull. Pull. We can put some more trees in. Maybe get a little brown in there. Oh yeah, that looks nice. That brown in there. And there we go. That brown, maybe a little ochre. Just gives a little. We'll just kind of come in here and be dark though, because you want it. Otherwise, when we come in here and you want to kind of have a little, some brown, some of that dark. Pull it down. So see how we're doing this? You can kind of see maybe it kind of comes down a little. There, the lay of the land. A little black, soil green. There. This brush is working pretty good. You're just kind of throwing in color, right? More of that. That black, some brown, some green. There. And there. Kind of filling in your, making it darker and there. So you can see your little area there that we're kind of going to come in and try to get a little cabin in there. And you got some spots in here, and I think I'm going to make this pretty colored. I don't want any holes in here. See, I want to make that deep. There, okay? So that looks all right. I'm going to have a little drink of my coffee. I'm going to see how this is looking. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to have to probably load up some more paint here in a minute, but we're going to come in and I'm going to get some lighter color now and see. We got to have some, maybe some light. I'm going to have some yellow ochre. I'm going to mix it with white and see how that looks, because I want it to be, I want our, where's my mixing? There it is. Let's try this out. My land's going to have some, I'll take some of this white. You see that? Grab some yellow ochre and mix that up. There, it's not bad. Get a little orange in there. I think we're going to need some brown. There. That's almost a little lighter than I wanted, but let's see, we'll get a little bit of, throw a little bit of sienna in there. Some dark sienna. It's almost like a, there, that's kind of what I want. Ooh, there we go. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Let's not over mix it. There. So what I'm gonna do with this is we're gonna come down here and I want to take this, and this brush is pretty hard, so I'm gonna try. But we'll come in and just grab that, and then I'm gonna think about pulling some of this down. Okay. See that? Kind of makes it stand out. I don't know if it's gonna be like, should we make it grassy stuff? Because I think we want it to be grassy, right? I don't know if I like that brush as much, but you know, there. Maybe get a little red in there, more brown, some orange. Ooh, that looks good. That red kind of come in, and I'm just tapping, right? Watch this. So you can kind of get an idea that we have a little area there, and I like that color though. It looks good. We can come in and darken some of this and have, you know, we're just a little orange in there, a little red. This brush is pretty. Just trying to leave some dark spots in there, right? There, kind of bring it down like there's a little, or kind of, remember we kind of want a little, I'm just tapping on here and just throwing some color in. That looks all right. I don't know exactly what color this would be, or what kind of soil we're looking at, but it could just be some. There, and I'm just smacking it on there and letting the dark show through. Okay, so that's a nice little different color, little field of something or another. Looks good. We can come in and up here, I'm gonna grab some dark, same brush, and maybe up here we can come in and darken under here a little, some spots, you know, or just let it bleed up into there. See? Let that kind of come down into there. You're gonna have some dark. We don't know where is our light gonna be from. So you can see some shadows in there now, but say our light's coming from this side, okay? So we can add some more dark over here. Just kind of tap that in there. See? Those trees are gonna have some shadows. And then more of that dark. A lot of paint on here. So let's come back in. A little dark up in there. You know, and then just kind of let it come down a little bit. And you got shadows. Maybe there's some over here. A little more on this side. I don't know. Well, you got a little field there with some trees. And that looks kind of cool, I think, for the most part. And you come back in with this one if you want. And if you want to kind of blend that stuff or soften it a little bit and tap it. This brush is dirty, but it ain't going to make a big deal. You know, distant right in here. Just kind of bring some of that down. This brush got more bristles, so kind of without, it's mushing a little, but we can get away with it. I want to get some shadows in there, like there's some shadows and whatnot. So I think that looks so decent there. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to I'm going to use the same brush that I was using for the trees, and we're going to get some highlights on it. And I'm going to come in with some, I need some yellow. I want some good yellow, and I want some yellow ochre. I'm going to mix that down below here. The yellow ochre's right here. This stuff's going to have to be thin because it's very, so I'm going to get some, I have some of this right here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put these trees are very thick. This is that medium. I'm going to take some yellow and some yellow ochre and some of that, maybe a little of this orange. And I'm just going to have some, and a little bit of brown in there to dull it. See? I'm sorry. There. Good color. Just mix them up. There's so much going on the brush. I'm going to kind of push up, and then we're going to come over here and try and put some light. So let's say the light is kind of this way. Let's see. And then we want to just kind of touch those on there. This brush is getting dirty fast. See that? So the light's coming from this side, so you want to put the light there. Oh yeah. It's going to be hard to keep that brush clean, but oof, grab a little more. And just darker, darker, darker towards the bottom. I like that orange. Oh, I'm going to have to wipe my brush off. Because I'm picking up a lot of that undercolor, which is fine, but it's kind of going to, a little that, a little that, a little there. So I'm just going to have to maybe wash the brush a little more than I want, or wipe it off. Okay, right here. Come up on top. And I kind of have a little pattern I like to do. I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and kind of bring them down that way. And wipe my brush again. Paper towel here. There, this isn't looking too bad. You just got to be patient though. I'm going to get a little more of that medium. And I might have to, maybe I'll try a little bit of paint thinner too. Okay. And see how it goes. You see how fast that gets mucky, but that's all right. Now my brush is cleaner. I'm going to get some orange. There. That orange is awesome. We don't think it would be that good, but over here, boom, boom, boom. See? Pick it up. Boom, 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 boom. Some yellow ochre, some orange. Lighter, white in there. Not a big fan of white, but there. See, these trees are just kind of having some fun now. Boom, 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 boom. Brush is dirty again. I'm going to need some more yellow. So I'm just wiping it off with a paper towel. And I need some more yellow. And I got to kind of keep myself an area where my paint doesn't get too dirty. But those make awesome. Look at the colors that are on those trees. They're just pretty cool. I don't know if they match the ground yet, but we might be able to change that around. Okay, let's get a little more paint thinner on there. Wipe a little of that off. Okay. I'm going to come back in, grab some tap, get some orange. There. See that? Come over here. There. It's already contaminated, but I might be able to get away with it. See, that's got a lot of paint on it. That's okay. Quite a bit of paint thinner, but let's go here. Remember, the light's coming from this side. Darker, darker, darker towards the bottom. Let's give this one a little orange right here. There we go. A little darker. Let's wash that one off. I'm just not that patient. I like to... Okay, I'm back in. Tap, 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 tap. A little orange. Running out of orange. That yellow ochre. Come down here. There. Nice golden color. Maybe come down a little bit on the brush. That looks all right. There. You can see what we're trying to do there. There's a little bit right here we want to get. Right? Like this. Just gives it some... You don't want to kill all the dark, right? Now, let's come in and get a little white. Add to that yellow. Ooh, I'm getting too much blue in there. I don't like that. There. A little bit there. A little bit of white up here, maybe. Just to kind of make it... Oh, what's on the back of here? I got some paint on the back. Huh. Okay. Again, let's tap into that yellow. Get it down here where it's clean. Get a little white. A little orange. Yeah. A little more white. Sorry. And let's get some, just a few. more highlight on some of these. Just bounce them in there. See that? So there, you got your trees. I think that looks pretty good. Let's see where we're at now. So we got that there, and I kind of like that. We can come down if we want. I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to come in, and I'm going to take this brush I was using. I'm going to try to change this a little bit down below here. I'm going to try to add some other colors into it. Okay, just going to come into that ochre and put it on the tip of the brush, and maybe come down here and add some different. Try to orange it up a little bit, okay? Brown it or whatever. Ooh, I like that better. I think that color looks better than that. What's there? And you can mix, it'll mix with it a little bit, but it still looks like a pretty good little color. Okay. I'm gonna come in and it's mushing a little bit, but we're still getting away with it because it could just be some really light, you know, whatever. I'm going to come in and get some yellow, more yellow, pure yellow, and mix it on top of that. And it'll probably give us a nice little, I'm going to get a different brush though, because this one's not going to probably, actually I can use this brush. I'm just going to pull off as much paint as I can. I'll go over here to my garbage. Just kind of, there, knock that off. There's a brush on the ground. Huh. I dropped my brushes earlier today. Ugh, it was a mess. Okay, take some of that yellow, grab a little of that orange that was up there. I think it's kind of a dirty color. Can add a little less green to it. Forgot about that. There. Just tap it in the bristles. And we're going to kind of come in here and see that? That's going to make it better. You can't make mistakes when you're painting. I should have used this brush before. It's got more bristles. I just wanted a little more green and yellow in there. And you turn the brush around, get a little more green in there. Yeah. I'll show you something here in a second. I'm just kind of mushing it. I still want the dark areas in there, see? Just kind of blend them up. You still got those little dark areas, and see, right there, a little darker up there. Trees are coming down. Might even have some bushes back in there where the bottoms are. See, come in here, and maybe they're coming down a little farther, but I got that green in there, so it's almost like a shadow color, see? And the bushes, and just taking the top of this and just knocking some color in there. So it kind of just blends them back into there. Gives a nice little, okay. I'm gonna come back in, get some more green. Maybe throw a little brown in there, a little yellow. Look at the mess I got here. Come down here and tap that in. And that undercolor kind of looks, it looks pretty good under there. It looks like I could see some dirt. I'm just pushing this up on here, okay? I could have scraped it off, but there. That looks all right. Now I can come in and get some more of this dark color if I want, but I think I'm just going to use some sap green, because sap green's a pretty dark green, and that'll give us some shadows in the grass. And I think they'll turn out good. And I might be able to mix a little bit with what's on the brush so it won't be super dark, but I can grab a little black and some sap green and tap into here. There. And we'll come in and just add in some more spots. See, you can come back and makes it look like, watch this here, up high, a little bit different. There. Darker at the bottom, see? And that'll make your eye go into the middle where the bright spot hopefully is. But yeah, these corners, you can even put a little pure black down here, see? There. I don't know if that's pure black or it's mixing with something, but there. And you just mess with it till you get where you like it. And I kind of like that right there. Remember up here, we can darken some of these. Dark in there. There, okay. So I've said we were gonna put a little cabin in here, and we're gonna do that here in a second. I'm going to grab my, ooh, where is he? This guy here, this brush, or this one here. And I'm going to come right in here, and I'm going to go here. Okay, come straight down. And maybe he comes over here, kind of there. So the cabin's going to kind of come straight down like that. Okay, and maybe the back will go over here. Okay, and this one will come this way. And that'll come down. Sometimes this isn't as easy as it looks, but I'm just scraping out the general shape of the cabin. There he is. And then okay, and you have that. You're going to have like there, and then that'll be the top. Okay, I'm just trying to get so much of this paint off it so we can kind of get in there and do it. I'm going to take some of this brown that I have, and we're going to come in and come here. See? Take it and kind of make it the same angle. There. There's the angle, and we'll pull that down. And then there's the roof on that side. Okay. Come over here and just pull that down. Get some of that in there. And then I want to have this side here coming this way. See? Just pull down. There's a lot of paint on here, so. And then over here, we're going to kind of have the side, and it's going to come down. It's going to be like the side's going to be there, and you want the front to be a little higher, right? And then your back here is where the top will be, okay? Just going to pull that down, and there you'll have your cabin kind of over there. I might come back in and use my brush to kind of help me out here, because it's getting a little hard. It's just a little dirty there. So we're going to pull this down. There, one. There's the front of our cabin, okay? And then you're going to come to here. There's the front, see? Okay? This will be the side. That's going to come to there. And it'll be up a little bit. We can crop that out, okay? And then we'll have the roof, which is going to be right here. And that's going to come down right like that. Okay? See the roof there? And that'll kind of come in, and then it'll go down right to there. And we can kind of fill that back in, make it look a little bit better. We'll get some, I need some white. I need some more. I like that burnt sienna is a good color. We're going to use that on there. It's just so thick right now. So we're going to come back in. I got burnt sienna. I might put a little red in there, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to come grab some burnt sienna and start. Just grab right here, pull down, and hopefully that sticks. Right here. Same thing, pull down, just blocking in some color. I can throw a little black in there for now. And then, okay, and your side's going to be right here, right? Go maybe right to there, going down, and then you can kind of fix them as you get going a little more. There, and then the roof will be right here, come up like that, and this is going to be a little higher. There. Okay, that can be there, and then we'll take some white, mix it in there, kind of come in and make some. A lot, but it'll make him stand out a little bit. Okay, get some more over here to where this is going to be. So you're going to have this one. It's going to come down here. Let's see. There's the other part of the front. Okay. Hopefully it's starting to look like a cabin. There. We're going to do that, and then over here, I'm going to pull down there. We can darken this. Remember, it's going to have to be darker over on some part of it because you can't have the whole thing in light all the time, right? Okay, take some red, some brown, some black, make a little roof. Let's go here and just do that. Kind of put that there, come down here. Okay, there, and then there, the roof can go. There, and kind of brings it down, and then we'll kind of just pull it down. We need some more dark on there. Pull that down. There, see? Just kind of have a little, in the back, you want, when you have a cabin, you want the back to be, and pull that down low. You want the back to be lower than the front, perspective-wise, sorry. And this can come down. A lot of paint on there. I'm going to try to pull a little bit of it off. Holy mackerel. It's harder to do when they're smaller like this, but I come in and just... Okay. This is kind of being a little tougher than I was hoping, but... And then we can come in here and pull down. Get some darker in there, maybe, because the light's coming from the other side, right? Pull that down. Just kind of come in here, and then when our cabin, we're going to take and kind of cut it off. There. There, there's your cabin. We'll darken some of it up in the front here where the light is. Light is not hitting, okay? There, see? We can come in and keep darkening that up. I can use a brush too, but I don't know if I want to. You know, darken that. You got a little overhang there where the... There, see? You can keep monkeying with it till it gets to where you want it, you know? There. Pull down. Keep pulling. Dark. There. Maybe it's got a little more character than some cabins, but that's gonna go. Let's put some more down. There. See? Just keep working it, and it will come through. There. All right. I'm going to have a little more up here. I want that to come down just a little more on this side. There. And that. How are we doing on time here? 37 minutes. Okay. And we can come in and kind of, let's see, you got that. Pull that part down. Try to make that roof look a little straighter. Roof. There, that looks all right. Okay, a lot of paint, lots of paint on here. So I might want to darken this a little bit. So I'm going to come in here, pull right there. That's darker. A little more in there. Just give a little bit of color. There, because this is the lighter side, right? We'll come in here. See, that's where the side goes down. This is kind of a cool looking old barn though. It's got some aging in it. There. That's what we want. So there. And then the front will be fine. Let's do a, maybe that brush I was using. I'm gonna just make it easy on myself. Pull in a door here. There, it's black. Need some more black here, I think. There. And then you can have on the side here, you can do the same thing. Come in here and put little windows. We have to get some more black. There. One there, maybe one here. Just easy little, there. See? Now, I'm going to take some white and some of that and mix it together. Just get some cool colors here. Let me add some of that. Come in here and we got to get this, let's go in here and put some highlights so you can see the roof line. Maybe it pokes over there. See? Over here, the front. Where's it go? See how it, oof, that's a lot of paint on there. Let's touch, maybe a little bit right there at the bottom. You can kind of see where that's at. This is an old cabin. It's about ready to fall down, I think. Wipe that off. Okay. And we've got that. We want to come in, get some white, make some lines in here so we can kind of maybe have some pure white right here. And that kind of gives you a little idea where some of the, around the windows and stuff. I could use my liner brush for this, but yeah, just kind of put some light in here so it kind of makes the windows stand out. See? Over here into that one. Oops. It's kind of hard sometimes when your hand's jittery. There. Okay. And maybe you can get some in here around this one, the door. Right here. There. Come in here. Just kind of there. So it kind of makes the door kind of stands out a little bit more. Right? Okay. So let's get a little this color. Let's go up here and work on our roof again, okay? So kind of touch, 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 touch. Just some old shingles there. Maybe it's falling apart. This cabin is old. Just come down with some highlights. Get some white in there. If you want it to stand out, right? Get that on there. There's so much. See? There. And just make it so it kind of looks like it's a little ragged. Okay. Remember we had some white up here. It's a little off center, isn't it, this cabin? But I don't really care. It still looks good. It's probably about ready to fall over. Oh, there's so much paint on there. There. So I think that'll be fine. We'll just leave it like that. It's a good little looking cabin. Okay. And the next thing I want to do is take this brush, and maybe we're going to come in and got to have some grass in there, right? See that? Cover him up a little bit. Maybe the grass is growing right into there. I don't know. See? And then we're going to come in and we can put some other, you know, some other highlights and stuff on it. One thing I want to do is maybe make some little slabs in him. I need some dark, more black. Oops, that's a little more than I'm probably going to need, but how are we doing on time? 42 minutes, okay? Oh well. Get this, and just come in here and get some little slabs. This gives him a little more look, like he's older. Kind of falling down looking. Well, this isn't my best cabin I've ever done, I can tell you that, but it looks good. See? And you get some little things there. Gives them a little character, right? And you just pull down some of these, you know. There. That one's going to take a while to dry because he is very, very. And then right here, I want to do one thing. I know I want to go up to there. Kind of straighten him up a little bit. His roof line. It looks like a house I would have made. Maybe it's just crooked and old, and pull those up just a little bit. Okay. Maybe it's the house has got a little angle to it. Who knows? You can come up here, pull that eave over. See that eave? That gives a little eave there, and then be a little bit there too. There. Okay. All right, what's next? The next thing I want to do is I want to put another tree in the front here. So I'm going to have to come in, get that black, some color, brown, and we're going to put a big tree. Let's put him right over here. And this one's going to come all the way up. It's going to start here. And that's not going to be very... I'm going to have to get something different. I need a liner brush and I don't have one. This will work. This brush here will work. Okay. I'm going to make it thinner. And then I'm going to have a big tree that I want to come way up here. Just start him here. And that's going to come right there. A little thicker than I wanted, maybe. That's okay. This isn't, well, this is a liner brush, but there. And maybe there's a little one coming out the side here. Okay. That's a big tree. We'll pull him down a little further. Okay, there. And let's go over here. And there's a... Oops, way too thick, but that's all right. I'll fix that. You know, over here. Pull them in. Maybe a little arm coming from here. There. So it kind of pushes everything back. That's a nice little cabin though. And then we can come up here and maybe there's one that's right there. And one over here maybe. Just little things happening, and there's one's coming off of there. This was just a big old, there's something over there. You can't see it very well, but it's coming off, and just a cranky old arm there. And this one, could he have an arm there? There. Just whatever. You can come in and do these little. Okay, so you got that nice tree in the front, and that's kind of there to give you a little, you know, to have a, you know, some good stuff there. I want to come in with that same brush, and I suppose I don't have any orange left. God darn it. I'm going to highlight my, there, take a little white, and come up here with my little yellow, but everything's turning brown. Oh well. There, a little red in there. And a little more white. There, that'll work. Then we can come in here and the light's over here, isn't it? Just kind of give a little color there. Kind of make it stand out a little bit. You know, right there. A little bit right there. You got that limb there. A little bit over here. And just kind of blend it out so it looks like a tree. Kind of, see, now it kind of gives you some indications of a tree. Then we've got to put some, I'm going to get a fan brush, a loose fan brush, and I'm going to get some dark, this dark. This is going to be some of this black and brown. Push it on there, and this is going to be our little limbs. And I think I'm just going to smash them in. See? I just don't have a lot of. See how that works? Bam, bam. Smash them in. Running out of paint here, but that's okay. I'm not done. And come up here and just. You want some nice little. You got to have some there, some in here. This tree, I want it to can't be full. It's going to cover up some stuff. And when I'm doing this, it's so, see that? It's covering up a lot of stuff up there, but it's also, I want it to stand out, right? Okay, then we're going to take another one because that one's filthy. I might be able to come in with this one. I know it's a little, come in with this brush. I want some yellow, more yellow. Yellow. Get some yellow. Almost finished. Hold on, we're almost there. Let me just use this one and try to get some highlights on there. Just a little bit. See? Come up here. Just barely touch. Might be too big. Ah, that'll work. Just kind of gives it. Hey. It's a nice old tree up there. There's some there. And kind of gives that tree's got some pretty good looks to it, you know. Okay. And let's see. Maybe a little bit right here. There. It kind of, I know it has a little issue. It might be pushing some of the stuff in the back out, but let's try something here. There. You see that kind of come in, and maybe you got a little that's coming down here, you know, some of these trees because of that Maybe there's some bushes in there that are sticking out. I don't know. Over here, we can get some, we need some light. So I'm going to come in and let's try this actually. Let's come in here and take and make a little path. We got this. Maybe there's a little bit. Come out here. Make it a little wider out here. A little lighter there. Hey, just removing color. There. So you got a little path leaving there. That doesn't look too bad, does it? I'm always out of white and brown. But I think, if I can get a little more white somewhere here. Okay. I think we got a pretty good painting here for 50 minutes. A little longer than I wanted, but let me start yapping and slow down. So, okay, you can do this. You just got, this is, if you can paint this, you know, with all of this color on here, with all the, there, I'm just gonna come in. Oh, just use a little of that. See, I'm just grabbing some that brown and whatnot and just pulling it over. A bit there, a little green in there. There. Just got a little bit. There, you can do a path. That orange up there, right to the door. Right? You can make it a little wider and just use your imagination, you know, and that looks pretty good. Maybe you want to have a few posts in there, a little fence post. You can come in and go here, start here. Just a little one right there. That's a little tall, but that's okay. Make them bigger as they get closer. Dimension, or there. Pull that one up. Yeah. And here, make this one a little bigger. Getting closer to you. Those are pretty big fence posts, aren't they? And this one here can be about the same size. There, it just gives you a little fence post you can look at, or you can come here and go sideways. You know, just tap that one down a little more. There. So, and then maybe there. Do this. Just make it look rickety. Right? And this one here might have fallen. And then grab some more. Trying to use up all my color. That one there, sometimes they go down. Maybe that one went to the ground. That one there can have a little more, you know. Maybe he had another one that's, maybe there's one more over here. Watch this. Kind of getting ready to fall. That one's closer, so it can be a little bigger, right? These things are right here. And then just throw that over there. That one can go there. So yeah, little cabin, little tree in the front. You can come in, grab some white. Okay. I got quite a bit of a mess here. And then you can come in with some white and maybe put some highlights on these. Just a little touch. Just to give them a little more. It helps if you go fast, right? That way you got a little highlight, because we know there's, get on that other side. That one's got a lot of paint on it. There. Just kind of come up here and tap, 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 tap. There. Pull it out flat. Get a little here. There. You don't have to. A little bit there. Much. The bottoms have a little bit. You don't have to have a lot. Just barely touch. See, you got a little fence there sticking out. Doesn't look too bad, does it? Okay, maybe at the bottom, and come in here and maybe pull up a little bit of grass. You know, maybe it's a little bit of grass down here. A little dark. Hey, pick up some dark. I'm just grabbing whatever I can. Pull that tree in the grass a little bit. There. So you got a little cabin, some trees, some clouds. and doesn't look too bad. We can come in here. I forgot, and maybe make some limbs. I'm just gonna pull down. See? Little things in there. Little things going on back there. You know, and you can still see maybe some stuff up there. There. You got that there. So there. I think that's, I'm going to call it quit today. And I think we have a pretty good little painting. And maybe we'll sign this one before I'm done. I got some red, so why don't we do that? See if I can get this to come off. It's so thick down here. Might not work. Oh yeah. LPR. There it is. Thanks for watching, and I don't know, hopefully this kind of maybe give you some things you can work on, and makes a pretty cool little cabin. Now again, there's some, this cabin might have some issues, but I'm going to come in and put a little dark in here. He might be coming off the, there. He might be getting a little about ready to fall over. So probably nobody living in that one. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.